What are you thinking about?
Rose asked her husband as he puffed on his cigar. Mark was sitting in his reading chair, but not reading. The teenage years have arrived for our son. 14 years old is a little late to stop running, but he finally stood up for himself.
Dear, little MK should not be fighting. I don't like it.
Darling, I don't like you calling him little, but does that stop you? Mark inhaled this time and blew out a long stream of smoke.
A mother's prerogative. He is my baby. What would the world do without mothers?
They would become more like their fathers. Mark continued to puff on his cigar.
Ooh, what a scary place this would be.
Rose teased again. Mark did not say a word in response. Rose recognized the look.
Are you all right? If I did not know any better, I would say...
I'm sorry, Rose. You should have seen the look on MK's face when he asked, I'm going to have real friends?
He has real friends. That one girl down the street. What is her name again?
Amada, Mark said.
Yes, Amada. They get along okay.
I think he was talking more about guy friends and not someone Kiara and Adriana played paper dolls with.
At least he seems to understand us females.
Yes, and you know, darling, I am pleased to see this.
But here it comes.
Rose braced herself for the things her husband would say next. He's too soft at times. He lets people run all over him in his efforts to make friends.
I hate when you say that about our son. You know he has 200% of us in him. It makes me feel like you don't appreciate what I contributed to him from my womb.
Mark put the cigar out and motioned to Rose to sit on the fluffy arm of his reading chair. She did so, and then lightly rubbed his neck. Mark put his arms around her waist. You are truly the light in my life. You are love and glue and keeping the children together. You are a gift from the Father of fathers to me, a capable woman I will never be ashamed to call my own. Tears started to well up in Rose's eyes.
Dear, since MK was 11, you have been tougher on him. I know he's your son and you give him a lot of love. But why are you always pushing him to fight?
My grandpa did it to me.
But that was a different time, dear.
No, there is nothing new under the sun. By the time he turns around 20, he will have to be ready for this world. There was silence. Rose saw her husband transitioning into his deep meditative mode.
Dear, you don't want what happened to you to happen to him, do you?
No. I do not want him to experience my lost years, all because of allowing... Mark did not finish his statement. Rose rubs Mark's neck a little more.
It's okay. MK looks up to you. You are his hero.
I want him to have the control that I lost if he is ever faced with certain choices, whether they are physical or mental. Before I return to the dust, he has to be ready. Rose gently gives Mark a kiss and stands up.
I'm going to bed, dear. I will leave you to your thoughts. Good night.
Mark softly said, Good night. In his mind, he was moving back to what he called the lost years, the years he felt his grandpa would not have recognized what he had become.